那这个最大的评比的关键是什么？然后再来2星的部分有增加了一些餐厅，那当然有一些新进榜的，跟就是去年延续下来的，然后还有1星的部分，今年也有一些很大的变动，是不是可以帮我们讲一下整体的评选的这个标准，还有包含评审们怎么思考的？
So we noticed that for this year, La Palais retained its 3-star, and then for the 2 stars and 1 stars on the list, we see some retainment of the restaurant, and some of them are new. Can you please explain to us broadly and generally about the style and the restaurant and what you think about the changes of 2018 to 2019?
So basically, this year we have a sharp increase in the number of star restaurants, with 3 additions at the 2-star level and 4 additions at the 1-star level. So altogether, we have 24 stars shining over the sky of Taipei. So it's really a one step forward compared to last year. And obviously, we also have a lot of restaurants retaining their star. And once again, the Michelin star is all about consistency. That means that throughout the menu and throughout the year, you have to ensure the same quality of food for your clients.
好的，那我们知道，就是今年在1星的部分，我们多了4个新的餐厅，然后在2星的部分呢，多了3个餐厅。那总共有24个餐厅呢入选到今年的这个评比里面。那我们也知道呢，其实如果看一下名单，对照一下就可以知道，18到19年，其实在蝉联的部分有蛮多餐厅继续蝉联。那这对米其林来说是非常符合它的宗旨的，因为它宗旨的其中一个部分就是一致性。一致性这个部分要继续能够维持延长，然后一直持续到现在的话，对米其林来说是非常看重的，这也是我们目前看到的一个趋势跟现象。
他在致辞的时候有特别提到在地化这件事情，那是不是也是成为这次评选的关键？还有这些新进榜的餐厅，刚刚讲的是一致性是续拿这些星级的嘛？那新进榜的评选的标准跟比如说他们评鉴的原因呢？
So in your speech earlier this morning, you mentioned about the localization and also the local ingredients being used in these cuisines. So could you talk about it? And then also you mentioned about the consistency. That's for the restaurant that retained their stars. How about for the new ones? What was the policy of their assessment, and how were they being chosen?
Okay, as regards the product first, definitely Taiwan is a place like no other, because of the wide variety of products available here, and obviously a lot of fresh product from the sea. And here the cuisine is both fresh and light, and it's also what we definitely appreciate in the local Taiwanese cuisine.
我们先回答第一题哦，就是根据这个在地化的部分，因为台湾四面环海，然后因为我们的食材其实非常的多元，所以我们其实也看到这个部分被大量的这个元素呢运用在我们这一次所评选的一些餐厅里面。这个鲜味、海味，尤其是这个海鲜的部分呢，是我们这次看到非常多的厨师都有把这个弄进他们的菜里面的。
So when we got the right ingredients, it's only the first step to the star. Then we assess, the mastery of cooking techniques, then the balance of harmony and flavors, the consistency, once again, the personality of the chef as expressed on the plate, and the value for money.
好，那回到这个就是第二个部分，关于这个评选哦。其实刚才讲过，在有了这些新鲜的食材之后呢，下一步我们看的当然就是这个厨师他的厨艺跟他的技术。那我们非常着重的就是他在于这个味觉跟这个调味的平衡上面。那平衡上面当然就是回到他怎么样去平衡这些鲜味，然后呢还有。又要再附带讲一下刚才讲的一致性，他必须在他的菜肴里面把这些都展现出来。那同时我们也会很着重这些厨师他的创意展现，在他的菜肴里面，我们是不是可以看到这个厨师的特性、他的个性、他想要展现的风格，这都是我们很看重的。
那我想请问，像肉和 Terry 他们有什么样的条件？和就是他们具备什么样的不一样的创新的地方，有机会从那么多的一星餐厅中脱颖而出，晋升为2星。
And there are 2 restaurants that moved on from 1 star to 2 star. One is Raw, one is Terra. So could you tell us why that among all the 1 star restaurants that the list last year, that the 2 that I mentioned just now, they actually moved on and achieved a 2 star?
You know, the Michelin Guide star is all about food, and only about food. At the Michelin Guide, we do not have set up numbers of star for each category of cuisine. So our aim is to definitely look for the best tables, the best restaurants, wherever they are, whatever the type of cuisine, whatever the personality of the chef.
好的，那其实会就是总监这边并不觉得有特别说这两个餐厅做了什么而让他们往前进，从1星推进2星哦，应该是说对于整个米其林的指南来说，食物美食是最大的重点。也就是说，其实评选员他们在设定的时候，评选的时候，他们并不会特别设定说哪一个菜色应该有多少百分比，或是怎么样的菜系才能够入选。基本上只要是端上桌好吃美味，然后再符合就是那5个评选条件的话呢，他们就有机会晋升到更高的星等。
那2018到2019年入选的餐厅风格有什么样的改变？整体上
How about in general the style of the restaurant that, from your perspective, of the list in 2018 to 2019? Do you see any differences among these two?
You know, here what can be said is more and more diversity in the culinary offering. But what we noticed from last year to 2019 is definitely, an upgrade in the general quality of the cuisine. And when a restaurant is moving to 1 to 2 star, it's because the quality of the food is improving. That tells a lot about the role of the Michelin Guide, to ignite a positive culinary competition between the chef. And I think the quality of the restaurants is also driven by highly demanding customers.
首先，我们看到一个蛮明显的趋势，就是我们发现菜肴方面变得更多元了。那第二个部分就是在整体品质的提升。从18年到19年，我们有发现了不只是反映在说星等上面1星到2星的一些餐厅的提升，我们也看到就是很多厨师他们处理食材上面或是他们选用的食材的这个品质有大幅的提升了。那以米其林指南的角色来说的话，我们其实就是希望透过这样的一个平等，然后鼓励一个正向的厨师们之间彼此的一个正向的竞争，然后让他们彼此去挑战彼此，然后去看谁可以想出一些更棒的菜肴，然后透过这样子呢，就可以带动就是整体的这个风格的转变，所以这是我们看到的一个差别。
那就是去年我们就是不是今年必比登有多了一个夜市小吃的选项嘛？那我想问是今年有没有针对像他刚刚有说台湾是一个海岛型国家，很多海鲜，那他有没有特别是在今年的评比当中加入更多台湾元素来评选，比如说像我们有个巷弄美食等等的。
Okay, so coming on to what you mentioned about the local ingredients and the variety of seafood that can be offered here in Taiwan. So since this year we have a list of the night market street food that's offered here. So would you want to talk about it and also the elements of Taiwanese cuisine that's being utilized here?
The night market here is a unique feature of what Taiwan and Taipei can offer. So it's definitely of high interest for local people, of course, but I will say also for international travelers, because if you would like a truly authentic bite of the city, you have to go to those nice markets. That's the reason why we are, investing more and more, investigating to find the best places inside the night market to share the addresses with the foodies worldwide.
好，那如果大家就是总监这边提到，其实以这个夜市小吃或这种巷弄美食来说，其实就是台湾或者说台北的一个非常大的特色。那这个特色呢，不只是我们台湾人平常会去夜市吃小吃，国际观光客他们来到台湾，彼此都会告诉彼此说，一定要记得要去吃他们的夜市的美食，这就是来到台北非做不可的事情。那如果想要让观光客如果想要一个货真价实的在地体验，那一定就要走进巷弄里面，要走去夜市里面吃美食。这也是为什么今年的米其林指南特别把这一块也收纳进来，那也投资了非常多的人力，譬如说评选员，还有就是很多心力呢，在找寻这些巷弄里面，还有夜市里面哪边有美食可以让大家就是这个就享受的。
所以延续刚刚讲到投入很多评选的人力这件事情，因为毕竟米其林指南是从欧洲发迹的嘛，那现在进入亚洲城市，要挖掘这些在地的美食， 他们怎么去提升对在地的认识，或者是说这些评选员他们到底是怎么去作业的，然后让这些可以就是他们可以选出这些亚洲美食来。
Since you mentioned about the investing a lot, for example, the inspectors and also looking into the street food and the gastronomy here in Taiwan or Asia. So we know that because this whole Michelin Guide concept comes from European countries. So how do the board of assessment and the inspectors, how do they gain their knowledge or get to understand what is the essential part of all these cuisine here in Taiwan or in Asia?
So you know today we have a truly international team of inspectors. Worldwide, we have a team made of more than 15 different nationalities, speaking altogether more than 25 languages. So we have a broad knowledge and a wide range of expertise, including expertise in Chinese and Taiwanese food.
好，那回答一下就是关于评选员的部分哦。目前我们评选员来自世界各地，大概有15个国家，然后呢，光是语言就有25种语言，大家在这个交流当中，那他们的专才呢，跟他们的才能部分呢，也充分展现在这样子多元国籍的这个团队里面。那里面当然就包含对于这个中华文化、中华美食还有台湾美食有所认知的这样子的评选员。
我想问的是，就是去年有提到说，就是评选员他们可能会去面包店问说，你们下班之后都去哪边用餐？就用这种比较特别的方式去找一些巷弄里面的餐厅。我想问一下，今年他们有没有用这样的更奇特的方式去找一些大家可能比较少知道的
？So what we heard from last year is that the inspectors actually walked into valleys and go to bakeries, butcheries, asking where would you like to go for food after you get off from work. They ask the chefs, they ask people, lots of them. So that was a technique that was used, and that's what we heard last year. So how about this year when the inspectors explore what restaurants to assess? Is this also how they did it this year?
It is true to say that the inspectors are, investigators, explorers. When we are looking for new places, we are gathering all possible source of information from the web to the word of mouth to all available data. We crisscross all that, and obviously we also have a strong network of information. And then at the end of the day, we have to test and to try, because we never list a restaurant, we never recommend a place without having testing it.
好的，那这个评选员的部分其实我们说评选员，我们可以把它当成是个调查员或是侦探一样。那他们做的事情呢，就是只要到一个新的领域，或是他们想要再去探索新的餐厅的话，他们可能会透过不管是网络上大家的一些推荐，或是可能是口耳相传的不管是怎么样的情况来收集到这些资讯呢，然后再做一个交叉比对，然后之后呢，当然就是必比的还有就是米其林这边也有非常大的这个人际网络，可以让他们去做这样子的搜寻跟比对，然后呢，不管这个名单最后出来怎么样，不管如何，这些调查员都一定还是要到餐厅去试菜，去实际吃，坐在那边享受，然后感觉去评比。这我们所列的任何一间餐厅，没有一间是只有这样听到然后就直接列上去，一定都有到那边去做评选跟试菜。
接下来大家还很关心是说，什么时候这个台北米其林指南可以从台北扩大到台湾的其他城市
？And people are concerned and interested to know that when will the Michelin Guide move, expand not just Taipei, but then move on to other cities in Taiwan. Could you talk about that as well?
So what will be the next move for the Michelin Guide is not a news for today, because we do not have official news to share today. But obviously, what we are doing here in Taipei is just the beginning. So and we really believe in the potential of Taiwanese cuisine to expand further.
好的，那因为今天我们的重点主要还是在于这个台北米其林的揭晓所以关于就是米其林指南整体它的下一步会如何，可能就不是我们今天的重点。我们在这边可能也不方便透露接下来会在哪个城市或者怎么样的进展。但是呢，无论如何，米其林指南这边呢，就是也看到了台湾台北的这些就是厨师们，还有在整个餐饮界，我们看到了很大的潜力。我们也相信像这样子的潜力，在未来会继续发扬光大。
所以说，相对的，大陆的餐饮市场也是相对的庞大嘛。那边也是像台湾这样的一样的考量，是说这个城市的布局还不会对外揭露嘛？因为目前那边到2017年到现在只有上海的一版的米其林指南嘛。
Would you say it's the same for China? Because we know that China also has a very big market for fine food and for dining and all that. So, because up till now we only have Shanghai in China in this region. So, could you talk about it, or it's the same that you?
Yeah. Once again, I have no all the news about further development of the Michelin Guide, either in Taiwan or China or everywhere in the world. Every year we are adding new titles into the Michelin Guide collection, but okay, of course you would be aware when there will be a next move.
好的，那一样哦，因为每年其实明星指南都会想要在我们的这个整个版图跟系列里面呢继续扩编，然后会收纳进新的城市或新的区域。那中国这边可能也跟台湾或是其他都市一样，关于未来的进展，我们今天在这边就不方便透露。